Hi, Cancer. Welcome to Golden Truth Tarot. Now, let's get started with your October reading. The first week of October, you're going to make a very important decision for yourself, for your future, and most importantly, for your emotional well being and your mental health. You're going to turn your back or remove yourself from a toxic environment, from a toxic person, from a complicated situation, from something that you know it's not beneficial for you, that it's caused you a lot of stress, a lot of pain. You have tried time and time again to fix things, to make it work. The number 8 is telling me that this is something karmic for some cancers. It's a person that was very important in your life at some point and you love them, you care for them dearly, but the relationship has changed, has transformed into something very toxic, and you have been very sad and resenting this person and disappointed from them time and time again. It can be something more complicated, like a conflict in the family and you deciding to go no contact with a family member for some cancers, or you deciding to end a very long or serious relationship. For others, it can be something more simple, like you being offered a contract or a job opportunity. In the beginning, you might have been excited or enthusiastic, and you have reviewed all the maybe the contract, or maybe you have done some more research about the company, discovered that they don't have a great reputation, and now you're coming to a conclusion that maybe this is not the best option for you. For others, for some cancers, it can also be you ending a long relationship that you have been trying to salvage because of the fact that you knew each other for so long. Whatever this is for you specifically, I do see that the eclipses in September have played a very important role in making this decision in October, especially the new moon eclipse in Virgo on September 21st. That's the moment where you have the veil has lifted, you have seen things clearly for what they are. And in the beginning of October, especially the first week, by October 7th, we have a full moon in Aries, and that Aries energy, being a cardinal sign, being a fire sign, the full moon is going to bring all your emotion to the surface. Aries is going to give you that bravery, that courage to say, this is the time. I am scared. I don't know what's to come. I know that making this decision means that your entire life is going to be completely changed. You're going to find yourself in a completely different environment, but this is best for you and it's good for you long term. It can also be you physically relocating, cancers, or changing your city or changing where you currently live, moving into another place, or you taking a work opportunity in another state. You are scared, you're nervous. Whatever this change is for you, it's something important, and it's something that is going to affect you in the long run. Especially in the second week, I do see that you're going to be put in a position where you have to face some sort of authority or authority figure, or you have to deal with someone who is very powerful, someone who is very respected, someone who is going to not be okay with this decision that you have made. This can either be someone from the family, from your side of the family, or your ex-partner's side of the family, where they don't agree with the decision. They're thinking more long-term, not just about the emotional part, but they're also thinking about the legacy, tradition. They're thinking about the impact that this breakup is going to have in the in your family, but also in the extended family, and they don't agree, and they could have been in the past very supportive, but now they're going to remove their support from you financially, also time-wise, help-wise, in any capacity. However they were helping you before, they will withdraw their help as a sign of not agreeing with what you have done and the decision that you have made. For others, it can also be you being in a position where your competitor, or if this decision is career based, then whatever help you were getting from your partner that you decided to or a co-worker or someone that you worked with, whatever they were doing, now you're in a position where you don't get that help anymore, and you have to restructure your daily life. You have to restructure your routine. You have to relearn everything. It can also be a shock for some cancers if you are moving from one state to another state, or from one country to another country, where you see that the way the government works, or the way the different departments work in the government, or when it comes to anything related to housing, food, anything, any sort of assistance that you can get, the way things are done in where you were before, where you were living before, and your experience that you're getting now, that you're receiving in this new place, is vastly different, and that can be a shock as well. You can see that there's a lot of steps, hierarchy, different way of doing things, and you might feel frustrated, you might feel tired from the pressure, but it's a new beginning for you. It's something that is going to change. It's going to change the trajectory of your life. The third week, I see you accomplishing something big for yourself, something where you have to compete with other people. This can be a job, this can be you taking some sort of a class or a competition, anything that involves you auditioning or putting yourself, testing yourself compared to how qualified you are and others, and you will win. And this is something that is going to bring you a lot of happiness, and it's going to bring you a lot of pride as well. And that sense of rebellion that a lot of people who are more traditional and who see things in a different perspective didn't agree with you, you're also going to see the other side of the medal, where people who are younger in age than you, or same age as you, they're going to be very supportive, and they're going to praise you for having the courage to remove yourself from a toxic environment, having the courage to remove yourself from something that is not beneficial for you in the long term. So you're going to make new friends, and you're going to create new relationships, because we also have Cancers a new moon in Libra on October 21st, and that new moon brings more balance in Libra, brings more peace, brings more harmony after all the chaos and the chaotic energy of September and the beginning of October. Now you feel like you are lighter, and you are moving into a more peaceful stage in your life. Also brings new relationships, people who are more aligned with your values, with how you see life and how you perceive things. And the last week, it's coming with a blessing. The Ace of Pentacles, it's bringing money, opportunity, something tangible, a new job, an increase in your income, in your finances, that is going to give you financial freedom, new doors opening for you, you feeling more happy, more blessed, being able to financially support yourself fully. It's going to make you feel so much better about this new chapter of your life. And it's a way that the universe is rewarding you for being brave, for standing up for what you believe, for being courageous and starting fresh and starting new. But from the Oracle of Angels, the message for you, Cancer, is forgiveness. It's very important to close this chapter with forgiveness. And forgiving someone doesn't necessarily mean that you have to give them access back into your life. You have to allow them to be in your life. It only means that you're releasing whatever has happened between the two of you. You're releasing that with love for yourself, mainly because you don't want to live with hate in your heart. Hate can be, for a long period of time, can be very detrimental to your health. It can also cause physical symptoms, as sometimes it's also related to autoimmune disease or in some extreme cases, cancers, because carrying that negative energy inside of you, it doesn't bring you anything good, anything positive, but weighs in your soul and in your heart. So releasing this person, and you can also do a ritual to release them. You can either light a candle in your house, in a place where you can be relaxed, and you can pray for this person, or also just send them a message telepathically. Just say, okay, I release you, the pain that you have caused me, everything that has happened between us. I release your soul in with love and light, and I want our ways to be separate, and you focus on your life and I focus on mine. And you can do this just with your thought. You can say it out loud if you feel like it's going to be more beneficial. The wording doesn't matter. Whatever you feel at the time like you want to say as a ritual for yourself, you can do so. If you don't want to have that physical confrontation, that forgiveness, that say goodbye, if you feel like that's going to be too triggering, or if you feel like that's going to bring too many issues to the surface again, and that's going to lead to another fight and to more problems, then you can just do so with your mind. Send that energy, release that energy for you, so this new chapter can be you can feel free, and you can feel well about yourself, about the situation, and slowly form this new routine, this new structure for yourself. Okay, Cancers, this is everything that I see for you for the month of October. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please leave me a like, a comment. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. And if you are interested in a private reading with me, you can book online on my website on www.goldentruthtarot.com. You can find the link below this video and in the description box. Thank you so much, and I see you next time. Bye bye.